In horror, there's a lot of monsters, demons, or ghosts, but there is the desire for otherworldly spooks. When considering the unknown outside of our planet, there can be a sense of excitement with the possibilities of new life out in that desert of nothingness. Unfortunately, these possibilities do not always bring kind results. I'm Scruncho with DreadXP, and in this video we'll be exploring 10 indie horror games with aliens. For this list, we'll be focusing on titles that surround spooky experiences with the extraterrestrial. As a once-a-video reminder, this list contains no special order, so if you see a game at a number you don't agree with, no need to blow up any solar systems. Number 10. Planet B24. Chatting and connecting with other life outside of Earth seems like a way to really step outside our human limitations. Although, getting abducted and having this experience certainly seems like the wrong way to go about it. In this first-person horror experience, you get snatched up by some less than friendly aliens that have the objective of conducting some awful experiments on you. This stems from a video that the aliens got a hold of, piquing their interest that results in your relocation to planet B24. Go through alien dialogue, solve puzzles, make some tough choices, and try to escape from the planet. Though it's easier said than done. Who would have thought aliens would be as shocked to see that they're not alone in the universe just as much as we are? I guess that ability to travel to far planets was all for fun instead of research. Number 9. HIVE Preserver. When it comes to horror games, we don't really judge which side you pick, whether that means you're on the bringer of spooks or the receiver of them. In this title, you're a freshly hatched alien that's been abducted from your home by some stinky evil scientist. Made in 72 hours for Lundum Dare 46, fight the intruders who are trying to destroy the hive quickly in order to maintain the health of it. While some may feel weird being the human attackers, at least we can admit it's visually done in style with that alien vision. Number 8. Trimorta. I haven't ever been to space, but I'm sure whoever I went with I would be decently close to. That's why in this title, losing your crewmates is a little distressing. Exploring a seemingly empty space fortress, track down your 5 crewmates using a flash scan. But use them wisely. You have limited charges. Restock your lights, record your time, have fun in a hardcore mode, and of course, avoid the spaces crawling with alien enemies. I suppose it is adventures like this that make us think twice about going to space. Number 7. Awakening. Mars feels a little closer to home than your average sci-fi alien experience, considering we've actually interacted with Mars. Well, indirectly at least. In this survival horror game, a lengthy Mars alien temple is on the agenda. As a space engineer, explore the temple, look for fallen crewmates, and maintain caution as you avoid aliens using your special holo tool. Here's to hoping your holo tool leads you to unscathed escapism. Number 6. Horror Tooth. When you consider a game like this, the term lit can be taken in various different ways. Other than the fun of this title, it is, in fact, literally lit. In this survival horror romp, you kick off to a variety of bright-colored lights, and a system error which apparently has ruined cryo-sleep pods, shields, the engine, and to top all that off, there's been a breach within the perimeters. What a way to wake up. As you could have guessed, the thing that's passed through the shields is not friendly. Collect energy eggs and manipulate light in order to get away from this extraterrestrial freak. While you can play casually in the normal game mode, there is an option to do a hardcore mode where you can be displayed on a leaderboard for all your indie alien competitive needs. Number 5. Desecration. I would say when it comes to spaceship disasters, alien organism invasions are bad enough. The only thing that could possibly make that worse is one that you can't see with the naked eye. And since this is a horror game, things always take a turn for the worse. Originally made for the 2020 Haunted Hunting Game Jam, you awake on a starship where a ravenous pathogen has been let loose. Lucky for you, you have a seemingly helpful yet strange person that's there to help you out. Go through the ship, shoot some pathogenic freaks, and try to learn more while making your attempt to escape. But do remember not to trust any corner of this nightmare. While there are plans to extend this title into a full game, you can play the demo now on itch.io. Number 4. Co-hate. Voluntarily going to space is one thing. Getting arrested and sold to a lab for testing in space is completely different. In a futuristic world where extensive arrests for money led to overcrowded prisons, high auctions to buy them out left quite the competitive market. Not really caring what is done with these prisons, this brings you to a testing facility by biomass labs for unknown testing. Try to survive, use your health, and try not to get in the way of this strange, alien-like creature. This all sounds like a really shitty position to be in, but hey, as long as you finish your test, you should be fine. Hopefully. Number 3. OVNI Abduction. When you're making a video about games with aliens, you kinda have to include a game involving abductions. Taking place on an island in the Gulf of Mexico, a top-secret space project was initiated, but for unknown reasons was abandoned. Despite not knowing anything about the closure, 5 engineers decide to return to the island anyway to conduct research. I could have told you that this would have been a bad idea, but you as the player figure that out pretty quickly when your comrades disappear after a series of weird noises. Grab your shotgun, explore the extensive island, do some puzzles, and defend yourself against aliens. Here's to hoping you don't end up like the rest of your engineer friends. Number 2. Cargo 11B. Can we all accept that if you lose contact with a station in space, shit hit the fan and it might not be worth exploring? We never learn, do we? In this title, the year is 2030, where you play as Nick the Mercenary to investigate an SOS signal that was sent out from the Onyxian station, a place that seemed to have a rocky history and legal troubles. Starting off from the perspective of a report, the journal of Nick is recovered, allowing you to experience what he did before he disappeared. Explore the failing station, find some bodies, go through notes, and be a witness to what might have caused the station's downfall. While this is only an alpha, further development of the game is in progress. Considering this happens in 2030 though, I really hope it's a parallel universe because 8 years from now is not a very long time. Number 1. Totem. While most of the games on this list take place in space, I figured it was best to bring y'all back to Earth. I hope you're ready to use your best communication skills though, because in this title, you're gonna need them. After an invasion of gigantic beings come to Earth, it's discovered that they use a strange and unique language to communicate. And, lucky for you, you're the only one that can translate. Your goal is to get their bags packed and out the door. Work through a variety of languages on a panel to communicate and gauge the emotions based on your responses. But be wary as you may piss off your new alien acquaintances if things get lost in translation. It still sucks you have the chance to die, but hey, I appreciate that these aliens are at least open to having a conversation. Oh, I know, it stinks getting to the end of a list that includes possible horrific life outside of Earth. I guess since we don't know much about the extraterrestrial though, these games are not necessarily bad examples of what it could be like, which almost makes them scarier. What did you think of our list? Certainly let us know in the comments below or tweet away at DreadXP on Twitter. Thanks for watching and stay positively spooky.